Hey everyone, it is April already. What? Oh my gosh, it has been a relatively busy month here at Shea Silver. First off, sorry if I seem like I'm a little bit off today. We did lose Mario. I'll be putting a few clips toward the end, but we did also do a larger in memoriam video that went up Sunday night. Hope you guys checked that out. In more pleasant news, I've finished quite a few things, so I'm gonna go ahead and see about jumping right into it. Okay, first let's talk about what I have finished. I have finished quite a few things, y'all. I cannot believe how much I've gotten done this month. Let's start off with I bought two different kits of 6 little tiny diamond paintings. The first one was all about those rainbows, y'all. I absolutely love these. These kits came with a lot of ABs and a lot of very shiny diamonds in the form of very, very, very shiny. Like I said, can you tell that was the reason why I bought these kits? They're amazing. I ended up finishing them in about a day and a half, y'all. The second kit also was from Diamond Art Club. So both of them were from Diamond Art Club. This is another set of 6. This one was all about the unicorns. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. I can't say anything other than that. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I wanted these kits. I'm going to go ahead and show you pictures of that. They're so gorgeous. Alright, and so the next thing that I did finish this month is what I called Mom's Alaska socks. I did finish these in a couple of weeks tops. I finished this on 310. Oh my gosh, I love the way that these came out, you guys. I also finished a pair of socks for my dad as well. Those I finished on the 23rd. Those took a slightly little bit longer because my dad has bigger feet, but that's a whole other story. Let's see. I also finished what I called the Hitching a Rainbow shawl. It is a hitchhiker shawl by Martina Bem. I ended up getting 42 points out of it using remainder yarn from both my dad's socks and my mom's socks. And this wonderful rainbow color that I started off with, and I'm just like, oh, I wish I had more of it so I can actually finish the whole shawl in that one color, but meh. Let's see. Oh, I finally finished the purple tree blanket. That one I had a couple of more rows before the bind off on one block, and then I had one final block, and I finished that this month, and I am super proud of myself. I cannot believe that. I did finish that on the 15th, according to my notes. Let's see. And I also finished a hat. It was a hat pattern called Red's Hat. Basically, very, very, very easy pattern. And I saw this in an episode of Once Upon a Time because of the character. I love the way that hat looked on her. I'm like, okay, there's got to be somebody that's written this pattern somewhere, right? I ended up using size 6 needles instead of the 4 that it called for, or that the 8 that the yarn called for. So I kind of did that happy medium thing that you do sometimes. Yeah, but it came out amazing. I think I might keep this one. I'm not sure yet. I also finished this wonderful blanket. Remember the blanket that I that I had been working on during the New Year's stream? Well, I finally finished it. Woohoo! And lastly, I finished my awesome, I love this blanket. I'm telling you that this is what I called Purple Ripple. Oh, I finished this on the 29th. Okay, let's talk what I worked on or what I started in this past month. Let's first talk about the largest project that I have going for the year. It is the what I call temperature cross stitch, or the local conditions pattern by Satsuma Street. Like I've said in months past, I absolutely love the color combination on this. So every time we get a new color, I'm always very excited. This past month we did warm up quite a bit, so there were a lot of ups and downs. Obviously, that's usually how March is. There's a lot of ups and downs in terms of weather patterns. So I did go ahead and make another monthly video for the temporary cross stitch. Let's go ahead and I'll play that for you now. Hey everyone, it's Silver. How is it April already? Like, seriously, I have no idea where March went. Either way, here's how March went with our temperature cross stitch. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you could, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you at the end of April. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. I love putting them together. I like to see the whole progress of the month. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, let's talk the second thing that I worked on this month. It is a new cross stitch pattern. I believe it's called it's something ghost something or other, but it's so cute and I love it. It's such a haunting pattern, as I've been saying in chats and things like that, but I absolutely love the way it's working out. We can see the ghost forming already, and the rest of the background is all in 310, which happens to be one of my favorite colors to work with, apparently. I love this progress. Okay, so the other thing that I did start this month was a fingering weight. It's a no, what do you call it? I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of those expanding triangle shawls. It's such a simple granny stitch pattern all the way through. I am planning on, well, I'm using a, what size hook is that? Hold on, I gotta find it now. Whatever. I'm using one of my smallest crochet needles. I absolutely love it. Love the way it's working out. I'm going to be using all different scraps from different socks and things that I've had leftovers. I'm trying to use up a lot of my scraps, and so I'm going to go find some more, add it to the shawl hopefully soon. We'll see. Basically working any fingering weight yarn that I have into that particular shawl. So it'll look pretty amazing. I love how it's coming up so far. Also, speaking of that same triangle crochet pattern, oh my gosh, so amazing. I have another one that I started with remainders of the blanket yarn. So I had some left over from one of the blankets I finished this week, as well as both the purple ripple and the purple tree blankets. I had a lot of purple left over. So I was like, okay, I've got some white and I've got some purple left over. Let's put this in a shawl. And I absolutely love this combo. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it finished. I'm almost done. I'm working on it actually as we speak. I am a lot closer than I am in that photo. Let's put it that way. But the other thing that I have actually started since the last time we talked is what I'm calling simply Red's Hat 2, which is another version of the one that I just finished, but in a burgundy color this time. So it's a darker red, which unfortunately is very hard for me to do any kind of picture taking. I don't know why, but I cannot wait to see how it works up. And I have a little bit more of this color yarn than I do the original red, so I might be able to get two hats out of it, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment. All right, let's talk about the large number of books that I have been reading since the last time we all talked. I am a little bit over 100 books for the year read so far out of a goal of 200, which is very much early in the year for me, but that's okay. I've actually spent the last week, I think, finishing quite a few books because, you know, that's all my brain has felt like doing. But according to my notes, I think the last time we talked, I had finished a series by R.J. Blaine. It's very political heavy, but it's actually very entertaining, and I loved that one. Started off with Booked for Murder, Booked for Kidnapping, and Booked for Theft. It's a 3-part series, and then there was a bunch of books that I won't even name because there's so many of them. They were so short. And then I did read a series, the start of, I think it's like Close to Whatever, by Susan Farrell. I finished all of those. There were quite a few of those. And then I started the Love It Steak series, which is by Carolyn Sparks. I absolutely love this series, and it's one of my comfort reading thing. So I try to read them at least once a year, and I kind of needed it this past week. So within the past, I don't even know, I started this series on the 24th. And now I'm into like book 11. I think I just started book 12. Yeah, there's a few of them. And they're vampire themed, and you know what? No apologies for that, right? Okay, let's talk about what I have been watching. I've been watching quite a bit. That is the sum up of that statement. However, if you have any coffee or tea, just please settle in. This is going to be a little bit of a longer segment, just so everyone is aware. All right, so a little bit of backstory. I decided this month that I was going to start watching through a lot of the series that I've been meaning to watch through for a while. And MC introduced me to the concept of putting all of the things that I want to watch on what is called a picker wheel, which I'll link that down below in the comments if you'd like to use it as well. Basically, I put all of the things that I want to watch. That includes all of the like older shows that I've had in my mind for a while. They also have like different movies listed off, a bunch of what I called Dream My Valley character movies. I'll be watching a few of those as we go along, things like that. So I have a lot of stuff that is potentially on that list. This particular time around, I decided that I was going to spin the wheel every single, like a whole, like what I called a pattern rotation of of shows. So I would go ahead and I would cycle through all of those before I could watch another that series again. So what I did was I have actually up to the 10th quote unquote pattern rotation of that wheel. So I'm very excited. On the 10th pattern rotation, I added one more show. So let's go ahead and list off what I did watch this month. Let's start off with TV. In terms of TV, I watched Revenge, all of season 1, because I am watching 2 episodes of most shows except for Outlander, which Outlander this time I did finish up seasons 4, 5, and 6 up to episode 6, so I'm very close to the end of that season. I did watch all of season 3 of American Horror Story and a little bit of season 4. That one's going to be delayed for a while. I think I'm not really into that 4th season. I might have to wait like another couple rotations. Anyway, also been watching a lot of 911 season 6 up to episode 18. Also been watching Bones up to season 2, actually seasons 1 and 2 up to episode 18 is the last one that I watched yesterday. I've also watched season 1 fully of Lucifer, as well as season 2 up until episode 5. And also this month I watched all of season 5 of Only Murders in the Building, because I have had that on my watch for a while list for a while, so I'm like, let's do it. Besides a lot of watch later stuff, which is also on the pattern rotation to watch 4 videos per rotation through. I've also watched a bunch of movies, including Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So all of them, yes. And yes, I did watch Scream 7. That is still in theaters technically, but it is now on video, so guess you watched that one. That one was actually pretty good. I decided because it was coming out when it did, I was like, all right, you know what? I need to go back and watch the other 6 because I don't remember it. And then we move into all of the Dreamlight Valley characters. I do have a thread for them all up under Gaming Talk in my Discord. It is what I'm calling Tracking My DDV Movies. And what I did was I listed each of the characters that we meet from start to finish in the game. Obviously, the first character we meet is Merlin, so we did watch Sword in the Stone. Then we have Mickey, so I did watch Fantasia as well as Steamboat Willie. For Scrooge, the only thing that can come up for him was DuckTales, which I'm fine with. I watched 2 different episodes, one from the original that everyone knows, and one from the newer one. Don't like the newer one. But I may go back and actually watch the rest of DuckTales, because I kind of was like, cool. And then also left in what I called Left Behind. This is a category of everyone that was left behind. So I did finish that whole category since the last time we talked. Let's see, that was also Goofy with the Goofy movie, had Donald with the Three Musketeers. Kristoff had the original Frozen back in 2013. Ursula was The Little Mermaid, the animated version, of course, the original. And then we had Mother Gothel had Tangled, which was back in 2010, sorry. Then we had Ariel and Eric, which are both The Little Mermaid, obviously. So there was a live action movie that was back in 2023. That one I watched for Eric, and for Ariel I watched it was a live version of it that they had done on TV at one point back in 2019 with like Amber Riley and a few other characters, and I was just like, all right, Queen Latifah as Ursula, let's heckin' go. And then when it came to character of Minnie, who was also technically left behind before we get into any of the realms, there was no straight up movie for her, which I'm still mad about. Don't get me wrong. Basically, when I saw that there were quote unquote movies, I was like, all right, they're not movies. They're technically series on during the House of Mouse, I think is where they're from. But anyway, there's one called Minnie's Bow Tunes from 2011 and one from Camp Mini from 2023. So basically, I watched the first episodes of both of those. A little bit of a spoiler, the next character up is actually the start of the realms with Wally. And that's one of my favorite movies. So anyway, I'm excited to get that back into a rotation, but that probably won't be for at least a week. I don't know when we'll watch that, but that's fine. If you'd like to see all of the categories like the Left Behind, where the different realms are, characters that were added to the main valley with the first updates. So I literally listed every single character we've ever gotten and kind of when we did and what updates they were, all the way down to the latest, which was the Wish Blossom Ranch DLCs. So I'll watch all of those eventually, but I don't know what category the new character Pocahontas will be in, but we'll worry about that when the time comes, right? Because I got a little while until I get there. There's a few characters in this game. Alright, with that said, let's, you know what? Speaking of Dreamlight Valley, let's go ahead and talk about that first as we go through all the games that I've been playing, because the other ones... Alright, so... As I'm recording this, this is the day before update day. Update date Wednesday the 8th. Oh my gosh. There is so much that they have planned in game. They have some quality of life stuff, like some you can go looking through all of your crafting station now with different alphabet stuff, which is what I've been looking for. We also have Pocahontas coming in game. We both also do have Percy and Miko as two characters that we can have as background, which will be awesome. Looks like for Pocahontas, if I remember correctly, she has her own island different and stuff like that. With that, there's a star path, which is going to keep me busy for quite a while. And then there are two different events that they are introducing. One is a floating island style one, which, oh, I can't wait to see what they do with that one. And then there is one that is coming up for the some kind of event that we did last year. I just can't remember. Like I said, I watched this video and I was just like, oh, there's so much information. There's so much happening. There's a lot of notes that came out yesterday with what they have in game and things like that. On a more personal note for Dreamlight Valley, I did send the devs a message, not necessarily because something went wrong with the game, but to suggest a little bit of storyline stuff. So hopefully they hear me out, or even read the email at all, because the email was really long with my suggestions. Because I've been thinking about that for a while. Ask MTI about that one. I am very like, ooh, hey, I want to see this in game kind of thing, but who knows if it's gonna happen. Let's see. Oh, with that update also, they do have, it looks like they have a door that's appearing in the castle at some point on the left-hand side. It looks like it's got a broken, jagged edge, which kind of leads me to think that either it might be somebody from Princess and the Frog, i.e. the frog, part of that situation, or I don't know. I'm kind of leaning more toward Bruno because people are kind of speculating about what's happening with that door. Oh, I cannot wait to see it. But anyway, basically, I will probably be playing that one from sundown to sunup as long as I possibly can on Wednesday. So if I don't do Washi Wednesday, I'm probably in Dreamlight Valley. Oh, speaking of Washi Wednesday, I have been playing through the Power Wash Simulator. Wow, words are hard. I've been playing the first one with lots of people. I've actually finished most of the DLCs except for two of them, which I don't think I will. I have also since moved on to Power Wash Simulator 2, now that they've had their newest update, which is kind of a quality of life type update, and they're also got a DLC that's being put in place, so yeah on that. I cannot wait to see that particular, what is it? I don't even, what did they call it? Hold on, I gotta go look. Because of course I gotta go look. Adventure Time, right? Adventure Time is now popped up, so that's cool. I might actually get that one and work on that one. But the main story or career quest line is so large, it's going to take me a long but mother freaking time to finish, which I'm very excited about when games know what they are and kind of keep adding stuff for you. So that's good. I've been playing Bongo Cat, but of course, they've had their like anniversary type celebration, so I got a few things from that. Let's see, what was it? Tap Loot demo. I played that a little bit too. But yeah, a lot of it has been Dreamlight Valley related because that's just where my brain is at. But yeah, going back to Dreamlight Valley, I spent a lot of yesterday trying to put a lot of the things away that I've kind of been collecting in boxes since the last update, and I haven't really touched. So hopefully I have some time at the end of today, once I finish putting this video up and ready to go. I'm hoping that I will get a chance to finish up putting those boxes away as my only real prep for the update. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful update day if you're seeing this a couple days later, but hope you had a good update day, and I will give you kind of an update about lots of the Dreamlight stuff as it comes up later. Alright, with that said, let's move on to the next segment. Alright, it is now time to say goodbye, y'all. Thank you so much for everyone who made it this far into the podcast episode. I know I was talking a lot about everything and everything. I do appreciate you guys so much. If you can go ahead and like and subscribe, that would be amazing. And if you would like to go ahead and add a comment down below, like a heart in your favorite color, or even a cat as well. Speaking of cat, just if you can also check out that in memoriam video that I put up if you haven't already. And please stay tuned. I am going to add in the very end here a few of my favorite clips of Mario the Cat, because yeah, we're still a little bit in mourning. But anyway, I will see you guys next month. Have a great April, everyone. Where'd it go? Aw, did your toys leave you? That's what happens when you fling them across the room. Look at it. Where's your sheep? You don't care? Guys, he's in the box. He's in the box. He's in the box. Oh my god, he's in the box. Mario!